Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'm Pippi Peterson. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as my website at Pippenings.com. So, I'm totally in the midst of filming for another project that you'll probably see the video. You probably already saw the video. It's for running my solar panel cables. And I find this leak. I'm pretty certain that it is the exact same cause as a leak that I had before, because where the water's pooling, it looks exactly the same. And what it was kind of in through the back of here. My outdoor shower head, the pipes coming in were leaking, and I could see it leaking and dripping, and I fixed that, and I didn't have a leak for a while. I kept this little crate wall thing off so I could watch, and it didn't leak. So for some reason it has since begun leaking, and I have no idea how long, but the most important thing is that I have found the leak, and I'm going to address that now, which means pulling out all of these dishes and lifting up the floor to access that area, that little cavity back there that's underneath the stove and cabinets. There is never a dull moment in an RV. Luckily, when I did this the first time, I didn't screw all the boards in so well, so it was pretty easy to take out. And let's take a look. If we look in there, those are the two things that go out for the outdoor shower head. And this is deceiving. That looks all like wet and stuff, but that is glue. But when I touch, oh, you can see it. See, drip. I can see the drips. So I can't remember. In fact, I should probably watch my video, but I can't remember. I think I probably just took one of these off, put some plumber's tape around it, and then put it back on. And I wonder if it was this one or that one. If it was that one, good, because it held. If it was this one, I may need to just get a new head. So I watched the video from the original leak and repair, and I remember now that, it is the same one. It's the one on the right, not the one on the left, so it's the same one that's having a problem. Great! That's always good when not another one has a problem. And the way that I went about fixing it was just by tightening it. So I actually had, I borrowed my neighbor's muscles, and so he could tighten it a little better than I can, just because it's such a hard to reach place. And I thought, well, you know, would that fix again? And I tried to tighten it. It's like, it's as tight as I could ever get it. So I don't think that's the solution this time. And I'm still going to try to, I don't really want to like go in there and replace it. So this joint is what's called a compression fitting. And that means that when the one piece screws in, it actually pushes into a rubber ring that is inside, and the pressure or compression against that rubber is what seals it off and makes it waterproof. Well, here's a couple things. So that little rubber ring, it could either be, kind of degrading over time, which is probably quite likely. And I could also have some calcium buildup, which I've had troubles with before throughout the RV. So I have a couple different options. One, I could possibly just try to replace the rubber ring. It's a simple fix, but it requires going to the hardware store. Or what I'm going to try, and what is not usually recommended with compression fittings, is I'm just going to put a little bit of plumber's tape on it. Basically, plumber's tape goes around the threads of a connection, and it just kind of adds a little bit extra filler between, where the threads connect. So normally with a compression fitting, you don't want to use the plumber's tape with that, because it can affect the seal against the rubber. So generally it's not something you should do, but I've done it before, and no one's like judging me except maybe some viewers. So I'm going to try to put some of this around and hope that this will seal up just enough to catch the water that is getting past the compression of the head against the rubber ring. First thing first, always remember to turn off your water before you unscrew any water pipe connections. And after you've turned off the water, don't forget to drain out the pressure in the water that's still remaining in the lines. Otherwise, it could still spray out a bunch of water. So I got a few things wrapped around there, and I'm gonna just try to put it back and cross my fingers that this will work. I also put my reached into the inside of this fitting to see if I could get any kind of debris out, you know, like calcified stuff. To tighten it up with the pliers. All right, well, I got it all dried up and got the water back on. So it's going to take a little bit to see if this works. I'll keep this off and make sure there's no more drips happening. And hopefully not. If so, I might have to do a more long-term kind of permanent fix. This is kind of short-term, but it's also the easiest way without a trip to the store. So the leak has fully dried up and it hasn't been dripping any water. There's no water on the ground. The wood is fully dry. And it's been several weeks, so I'm pretty confident that that fix is going to work for now, at least. So thank you for watching, and please consider contributing towards the channel's efforts, educational, entertainment efforts on Patreon, which should be either monthly or just a one-off donation. Thanks so much for watching.